Microsoft Word has tools to check your spelling and grammar. Going beyond this, you can get the readability score of your document to check how easy it will be for your audience to understand your content. Word also has some features you can use as research tools. This might be to look up online articles, synonyms, translations, and so forth. Many of the tools can be customized to suit your needs. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to check the spelling and grammar of a document and operate proofing tools such as the thesaurus and translator. Before printing, Westcal Publishing often works on the layout and design of a document for their clients. They tweak contents, add pieces, and even remove complete sections from a document. Their customers trust them to edit their content, so before a job moves from design to final printing, it is vital that Grace checks the documents for problems. It's up to her to ensure that no errors appear in the printed version. Microsoft Word has some great tools that will help Grace with this important part of her job. You have many Microsoft Word tools you can use to make sure your use of language in a document is correct. In this topic, you will learn how to run a spelling and grammar check. You will also learn how to perform a word count and check the readability score of a document. By default, Microsoft Word marks potential spelling and grammatical errors as you type. You don't need to run a command to show errors while you work. Possible spelling errors are marked with a red double underline, and possible grammatical errors are marked with a blue double underline. This automatic checking as you type includes contextual spelling errors, where you spell a word correctly but use it incorrectly. You may find that checking as you type gives you all the control you need for your spelling and grammar. Alternatively, you may feel that you prefer to run a final full spelling and grammar check. You can start this type of check by a click on Editor in the Review tab, or you can use a shortcut key, pressing Function key 7 on your keyboard. You will get the Editor task pane on the right of your screen with several tiles displayed. 2 of these list the spelling and grammar errors. While many common spelling and typing mistakes are detected by Microsoft Word, not all are. It is advisable to carefully proofread yourself and correct remaining issues manually. Word checks for spelling errors by comparing every word in your document against its dictionary. If a word is not in the dictionary, then it is considered incorrect. Of course, this might not always be the case. Microsoft Word does not get every spelling issue right every time. To improve checking, Word includes a customizable dictionary where you can add your own words. You may like to add in items that are correct but often get flagged as incorrect. Items such as proper names, brand names, location, and so forth. In the Word Options dialog box, click the Proofing category. Then click the Custom Dictionaries button. You can view this dictionary or add other custom dictionaries. In the Custom Dictionaries dialog, you can manage and modify all custom dictionaries. From here, you could, for instance, remove a word from Custom Dictionary. You might remove a word because it was added by accident to a dictionary. During your spell checking activities, if you use the Add to Dictionary option, your word is included here in a custom dictionary. Word automatically counts the number of words in your document and displays the total in the status bar at the bottom of the app. Clicking the word count statistic on the status bar brings up a word count dialog box. You can also review the word count and the number of pages and characters by going to Review Word Count. To get the word count for only part of your text, you just need to select the text concerned and its total will display on the status bar. The Editor pane also shows an editor score. This gives a readability statistic, where the higher your score, the better. You should first correct or ignore errors found in your document before consulting the editor score. There may be check marks or a number next to the item. A check mark means you have processed the errors in that section. When you have a number there, that shows how many issues were found and remain unrepaired. Click that number and the pane will transform into suggestions for replacement. At Westcal, Grace needs to quality check a document that has gone through a final round of editing. As part of the task, she will complete a thorough proofread. This includes running spelling and grammar checks and ensuring its content is under the maximum length of 300 words. The Check as You Type system already reveals some spelling and grammar errors. To correct any of these, you just click on the word or use the right mouse click method. When making these corrections, you can sometimes get a list of suggestions and can choose the replacement you need. Where you've looked at the suggestions and can't find a replacement that works for you, there are further options. With this word, clientela, Grace knows that it is correct. Even though it is marked as a possible misspelling here, that's because it's an ancient Latin word that is not included in Word's dictionary. The spell check suggests using the word clientele, but also provides the option to ignore all. Ignore all has the effect of not marking this word incorrect anywhere else in this document. Also, here is the More button. Clicking this reveals more choices. You would get this menu also if you had right-clicked on the word. You might sometimes need the Ignore choice. This ignores just this instance of the word clientela. If it appears elsewhere in this document, those words will remain marked as incorrect. Grace has other documents of this client, and that word may be present in those also. Right now, for Grace, the choice that will suit her workflow is to Add to Dictionary. Now the word is in the dictionary system, and it will not be marked as incorrect in this document or any other. The alternative to individually clicking each suspect word is to run a full document spelling and grammar check. Start this by a click on Editor in the Review tab, or you can use a shortcut key, pressing Function key 7 on your keyboard. The bar represents your document's 100% possible editor score. This is how much the document scores, and these are the 3 areas marked for improvement. Hover over any part of the bar to get more information, and click any part to begin processing all the suggestions. Return to the editor main screen at any time by using the back button. The 3 areas are also listed in the tiles below the bar. They are spelling, grammar, and refinements. A click on a tile begins processing its suggestions. Here you have the same choices and decisions you faced when clicking a suspect word, except now those options are presented in the editor pane. Once you've chosen how to manage each error, the next error will be shown. When all errors are addressed, the tile will show a tick mark informing you that the check is complete. Even after completing the editor checks, it's a good idea to carefully proofread yourself and correct remaining issues manually. Here we have a discrepancy between our headings. Notes and further information are in bold and are followed by a full colon, but the heading Scene Background has no colon and is not bold. Grace needs one final read-through to track down such issues. During your spell check, you added the word clientela to the dictionary. It is now included in a customizable dictionary. You may like to add in items that are correct but often get flagged as incorrect, such as product names, brand names, locations, and so forth. To view and edit a custom dictionary, click File Options. In the Word Options dialog box, click the Proofing category. Then click the Custom Dictionaries button. To see the content of a dictionary, select it and click Edit Word List. Our Latin word is added here. During any spell checking activities, if you use the Add to Dictionary option, your word would be included here in a custom dictionary. When you have finished viewing or editing the dictionary, use the OK or Cancel button to return to your document. Grace has one more task. That is to check the document word count, a total of 320 words. OK, Grace has just a few words to edit out. This is the longest paragraph. Perhaps this is a good place to start the work. When you select something, the status bar will show its word count. This paragraph has 101 words. Now you know how to use Word's main proofing tools. You can look forward to 100% correct spelling and grammar in all your documents.